Morning. Good morning, students, and good evening, Mr. X's students. Today we're talking about the word shift, which many people know. I think you probably know meaning number 3 from work. A shift is a period of time worked by a group of workers who start work as another group finishes. So that means like in a workplace where you have people who, like some people work earlier in the day and some people work later in the day. Like at this school, there are 2 shifts. We have the AM shift, which is like I teach in the morning, and then we have the PM shift. They arrive in the early afternoon and they stay until nighttime, till 10:30. We have 2 shifts at this school, and so like in a factory, if you have if people are working 24 hours all day and all night in a factory, in a fábrica, you have 3 shifts, 3 8-hour shifts to make 24 hours. Or like in a hospital, they have, like when my wife was in the hospital when she had her baby, they have 3 nurses in one day because you have 3 8-hour shifts. So yeah, shift is a period of time worked by a group of workers. So I think many people know that, but there are other meanings of shift. So one is to move or move something from one place to another. So it can be just like moving an object. Like I'm going to shift this hole punch. I'm going to shift it over here. I just shifted it. I moved it. That's the meaning. That's that meaning, to shift, to move. Another meaning is, so when you can use it as a noun to mean a change. So if I'm talking about what did I just do? I shifted this. So I could say the shift that I made of this, the shift of this hole punch was not very difficult. I don't know, but if I need to shift a large piece of furniture, that would be more difficult. I could say, oh, when I had to shift that, so you could say, the shift of that large table was very hard. So the shift would be, and then I want you to add, so in Spanish, the first one is mover. The third one is turno. But let's add another Spanish translation, because you don't really have any translation for definition 2. And this is the noun, a change. So it's like un cambio. So you can add that to your card. Write the word cambio for noun number 2. There are no word families. Synonyms, move. For definition 1. For definition 2, we could have switch or change. I want you to cross out displace for definition 1 because I was thinking about it and I think it might confuse you because it's not exactly the same as just, displace is not just moving, it's different, really. And we'll talk about that when we review the word displace. But, so cross out that one. Sorry about that, that was the mistake on the card. Over here, we have a sentence with English, literature study. We can say public opinions of writers can shift over time. So shift means to move, but it can also mean like kind of a figurative meaning, which means like if you think about opinion moving, an opinion is not a thing that you can move, but what would that mean if an opinion moves? What could that mean? Like if in the beginning my opinion is I really, I don't know, maybe some students come to this school and in the beginning they think I'm just going to study English, I don't need a high school diploma. Does that opinion sometimes shift?
Yes.
Yes. So it sometimes changes. So although it's not physically moving, it's kind of related to the meaning of moving. It's like their opinion moves means that their opinion changes, like to something new. So you can use shift for things like opinions to mean changing as a verb, so, or a noun. You can talk about the shift in opinions, like the change in opinions, or you can say the opinions shifted, they changed. So let's look at some sentences, some more sentences. So one of them is, so definition 1, moving. We need to shift these chairs to the other side of the room. You can just say that. It's an action, right? What's an action? Action is it a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb? Verb, good. All right. So this is the other one. Okay, so change in attitudes. is what I was saying, like related to definition 1, but it's more like figurative language kind of, because it's not actually physically moving. Our perspective, do you know what perspective? Perspectiva? Our perspective can shift when we get education. Or, okay, and then, so definition 2 is related to that, a change. So there has been a shift. This is actually kind of, it's definition 2, but it's really the figurative meaning. It's like a change in attitudes, which you can say. So not physically moving something, but it's kind of like moving attitudes. This is true. There has been a shift in attitudes about gay marriage. If you look at the country, like when they survey the country 20 years ago, many more people were against gay marriage. And now many more people are for gay marriage. So it doesn't mean everybody, but there has been a change. The percentage changed. More people are for gay marriage, allowing it, than there used to be. So there has been a shift. It moved. The attitudes moved. And then definition 3, in a factory, there are 3 8-hour shifts per day. So, 3 turnos. Okay, does anybody have a quick question? No? No? Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for videotaping.